Jenna Ortega is facing backlash at the moment for working with one of her Wednesday co-stars named Percy Hines-White. He actually got taken out of the series after its first season, where he was her love interest in the show, because he received Me Too allegations of a dubious nature. They're now even deleted from the original Twitter posts that accused him. They're gone.
Most of the stuff has been pulled from the internet.
It's so hard to even track how it started, what was the evidence, but here's the condensed version. Back in 2023, Percy Hines-White was accused of SA and racism in social media posts from an anonymous user.
I love how those are put on like the same scale.
I know. Yeah, like, oh, he said the N-word versus
being
like
a jerk versus
abusing someone. Yeah, like I don't think that those things are the same, but okay. A Twitter user claimed that Percy Hines-White had assaulted her at a party that he hosted in Toronto, and that he had assaulted other women, alleging that he and his friends were known for throwing parties, providing alcohol and drugs to underage girls in order to hook up with them. He responded to those allegations later on in 2023, saying that this was a campaign of misinformation. He said he had never met this person. He ended up receiving death threats, and his family was doxxed. It was insane. I can't believe that it happened that late in the game for Me Too witch hunts, but it did.
I mean, it dovetailed more into the racism as well.
Yeah. Although Netflix never openly condemned or addressed any of this, they still decided to kick him off of the show, even though many people wanted him to stay.
We have a 20 from Weary Traveler, says, "My queen will never be canceled in my heart." And
yeah, no, I don't think this is valid grounds to cancel Jenna Ortega, of course. But she's co-starring with him once again in a new movie called Winter, Spring, Summer, or Fall. It is a rom-com, or it appears to be a coming-of-age rom-com.
I already see one problem with this, and that's the trailer is like 3 minutes long.
Yeah, but it's kind of charming. I think you'll see.
It's also going to be dumped on streaming because it says in select theaters, not nationwide.
Right, which is interesting because she would be able to draw people into seats.
I mean, Death of a Unicorn didn't do that great.
This is an ensemble cast, but like, I don't know. I think she has some star power.
I'm not sure about that. So I think that she has star power in the sense that she's one of the most recognizable names, but getting people to theaters is not the same thing as getting people to watch your streaming show or movie. I don't.
That's
like
fair,
when
yeah.
like if you want to say she sold Beetlejuice, I don't think she sold Beetlejuice. I think she might have helped, but I don't think that people went to Beetlejuice necessarily just to see her. I think that Michael Keaton is why you go see Beetlejuice.
I guess she has more hype online.
Scream, you could say that she Scream, but it's not like Scream was an original franchise that she, that there's a built-in audience for Scream.
So is there for the Addams Family.
Correct.
As well.
So, but I'm saying like as a draw for streaming shows, yeah. But Miller's Girl, did anybody go see Miller's Girl? I don't think anyone.
Honestly, I forgot the name of it until you just said.
Yeah, like nobody went and saw Miller's Girl. Like I think it's one of those ones where she has. She's influenced stan culture for actors in a way where the likes of her and Melissa Barrera are held in a certain regard by people who say stuff like mother.
Yes.
And she ate
yes.
on X. And that's not the same thing as having legit star power. But, as a streaming release, it could do perfectly fine.
Well, I want to know your thoughts on this after you see the trailer.
All right.
Nothing can happen between us.
Why is that?
I go to college.
He's so ugly. I'm sorry.
4 months. Right. I don't get it.
He's even like spiritually like Ansel Elgort.
I mean, Ansel Elgort is more handsome than him. He's quite unsightly in my opinion.
This is
what is this Nicholas Sparks music?
Like super smart girl that lives across the street from him. I just saw you on the platform and I thought, wow, thought I would say hello.
See, this isn't realistic because
No.
I've been reliably told that men don't ever approach women anymore.
This is not realistic at all, especially if we're
Wait,
talking about
I'm
like
sorry. Am I supposed to be?
teenagers.
I don't mean to break decorum. Should I be pausing or should I just let it play?
Do what you want to do, Brett. If you feel
So
strongly
you get
about
in everywhere
something,
you applied.
talk.
Where are you gonna go?
Harvard.
Boring.
It's Harvard. It's been like the thing since I was 5. What about you?
Can't do that now because Trump just pulled all their funding.
He would say to her, "Oh, well, you're a shoo-in because you're brown."
Yeah, as long as you're not Asian, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
You're not going to college?
Correct. I feel like there's something happening here.
We are not going on a date.
Why is that?
You're just not the kind of person that I want to let into my life right now.
This is really bad. Like, I don't know if it's just because like you're being given bits of dialogue that aren't connected to the scene, but it's really bad.
Something about the
I
music
suppose
is a
this
little
goodbye.
off-putting.
Tragic. Au revoir.
Why?
It was just one long, really awkward interaction.
They're at prom.
Where's his mom?
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
feel like you're
wondering.
not going to give up on this date idea.
No, I'm not. My mom was an army medic.
Is your dad in the army too?
Never really had one of those.
I have a lot of important things in my life right now. Yeah, my parents are a lot. It's going to get ugly.
We're actually becoming very good friends.
Did Barnes force you into this?
You're not going anywhere. You're grounded.
Adam Rodriguez.
Her parents don't approve.
Maybe you should slow down.
It's weird to watch. Like, so Adam Rodriguez was in like the original in like CSI Miami, and it's weird watching somebody from like that I in my 20s watched and stuff now play like the dad of a girl of a woman. She's not a teenager.
She's playing
a teenager.
He's not going to college?
Who even are you right now?
I'm a girl who's doing whatever she wants for the first time in her life.
I thought that our future was together.
Yeah, so did I.
Okay.
Am I an idiot?
I don't know if I can watch anymore. It's so
not
bad.
giving what it's supposed
It's
to
really
give.
bad. Like every single one, and she's not innocent in this. Like every single one of them looks like it's the first take, and they didn't cut the part after the director says action, and then you wait. They're all doing millennial pauses before saying stuff. It's awful.
Maybe they filmed this after the allegations. Now that I think about it, because it is awkward. You know,
they're
the
trying.
chemistry
They're
isn't
trying
there.
to make her like what, a manic pixie dream girl with this music.
No.
With this music.
But it's not her character, though. Her character is like the nerdy goody two-shoes who doesn't want to date the guy who's not going to college because she wants to go to Harvard, and she does everything her parents say.
Sorry, chat. You can hate me, or you can love me because we're not watching the rest of this. This is terrible.
Love has a way of sneaking up on you.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Anyways, people are upset.
Right.
Which is weird because actually I saw one article that's trying to like talk you out of it. Jenna Ortega fans are delighted by her reunion with Wednesday co-star in a new movie. Which Wednesday fans are those?
What are you talking about?
Not
That's
the
not even-
stands.
That's not real.
Yeah.
All of her fans are pissed because they're chronically online and they are Gen Z. This one quote tweeted and said, "My jaw dropped. Wow, he is so effing ugly." Can't argue with that personally. For reference, everyone, they filmed this 5 billion years ago. Jenna isn't promoting it, and she allegedly took away her executive producer credit on this. It will definitely flop badly and fall under the radar, as it should. Percy should be in jail, and he's hideous. That's it. So they're saying that Jenna Ortega was planning to be listed as an executive producer on this movie until the allegations came out about Percy Hines-White, and then she took a step back. I don't know how they're going to do any promotion for this movie if, like, as co-stars, if she's refusing to affiliate.
I mean, again, if it's a streaming movie, they don't even need to do promotion.
They're not even
for
gonna?
it. They don't even need to.
Well, I don't know. If it's select
Just
theaters,
dump
I
it.
guess
Just dump it
they're
on.
dumping it.
Dump it on streaming.
Yeah, and people have assumed that they filmed this after the allegations. I doubt that that's true, but I I recently saw this post of the Stranger Things cast hanging out. Noah Schnapp was in the picture. And Noah Schnapp is disliked widely as well by Stan Twitter because he is a Zionist. And they tend to have watermelon emojis in their screen names. And there were a lot of people who were pissed at the rest of the Stranger Things cast for still being friends with him after he's been outspokenly pro-Israel. So, in contrast, the cast of Wednesday has completely cut ties with Percy Hines-White over his allegations. But I think to compare the two is, in and of itself, just absolutely insane. Someone being ideologically a Zionist is not the same thing as someone being a rapist at all. Those things are just not comparable.
Also, even if you don't support Israel, it benefits you in Hollywood to be friends with people that do.
That is also true. Yes. And this quote tweet said, "None of them have been spotted anywhere near Percy Hines-White since 2023. No liking posts, no comments, no paparazzi photos, nothing. The second Jenna became a producer for Wednesday season 2, his ass was gone. All these clowns cannot relate."
He has worked consistently, albeit not like a ton of stuff since 2022. He's got 15 episodes from something called Pretty Hard Cases. Night for Night was just a short. That was the only thing he did in 2023. My Old Ass. I don't know what that is, but he plays a character named Chad. And,
he is not a Chad.
And Winter, Spring, Summer, or Fall, which is maybe one of the worst names I've ever seen.
It is a terrible name.
I mean, just get rid of the "or" if you're going to name all the seasons.
Yeah.
There's no commas in there.
He has worked consistently because I think it's apparent that the allegations were unfounded. And
even if you look it up, like I looked for a summary on ChatGPT and it's like, warning, nothing like it's like even ChatGPT is like warning you to like take this with a grain of salt.
The allegations?
Yes.
Yeah. But
and it was
even
the
director of Winter, Spring, Summer, or Fall has been asked about Percy Hines-White's allegations.
Tiffany Paulson.
Yeah, she spoke out and basically said, like, I only know this guy for the one, like, the version of him that I worked with, and I'm looking forward to it, and he's a great actor, and I don't care. Yeah. That's basically all she said.
And again, so the allegations were, there was the assault allegations, there was like
racism.
There was racism, and then there was like he was in group chats with people sharing photos non-consensually of like, I'm assuming girls that they knew.
Yeah, I don't know if any of that is true. And even if it were, it would not surprise me or scandalize me at this point.
So the whole thing is just a mess, and this is one of those movies where the studio has to just admit that, you know, we signed on to this before the you know what it is? It's a less awful version of Snow White. You know, it's got controversy you can't outrun, though not on the same scale.
Not
and
at
you
all,
just
yeah.
it's just you wash it. You just get rid of it and you go. There's nothing else you can do.
I don't know if it was ever going to be a huge success in the first place either. Like, regardless of whether the allegations caused a controversy.
This was never going
to be
a
success.
Hit. Well, I mean, it's not the type of movie that does super well. Like, you could make the argument that maybe there's like the romantic comedy entering theaters again with like Anyone But You and stuff, or even what was the one we were talking about earlier, or even Justin Baldoni and
It Ends With Us.
It Ends With Us. Like,
it's more of a drama, I guess, a rom-dram.
This movie here is basically just like, we couldn't afford the dude from A Kissing Booth.
Oh yeah, who was that guy?
I don't
Whatever
remember his
happened
name.
to him? What is his name?
That's just what this is.
It's literally the same thing.
It's the same
I'm
thing.
honestly surprised Jenna Ortega did something like this because she's been kind of doing roles very selectively that are for her specific genre of like indie stuff or like
this is indie.
Horror.
This is absolutely indie. It has the feel of
but it's not like artsy and pretentious. It's just
small.
Actually
no, like I look at that trailer and I see the makings of something that wanted to be artsy and pretentious but wasn't.
It wanted to be Eternal Sunshine.
Yes.
And it would totally
maybe not Eternal
totally
maybe not Eternal Sunshine, but it wanted to have something to say about they kept talking about, like, you know what it was? In fact, never mind. I know who funded this movie. Harvard funded this movie. Colleges who want to continue to sell the idea that you have to go to college to be successful. This is part of the large-scale Hollywood grift of, like, go to college or else.
I think that at the end of the movie, what's going to happen is they, like, have an amicable breakup. She decides not to go to Harvard. She's taking a gap year, and she's going to Spain.
Okay.
To find herself.
Okay. Well, that's so throwback right there. Thanks for watching. Listen to full episodes of Pop Culture Crisis on Spotify.
Keep up with us on social media and make sure you subscribe and ring that bell so you never miss the show. Bye, guys.